AEW, so I'm in AEW.
Wow. She just left. She has a reservation at Dantana's, but maybe next week I could introduce you. I have an in.
You're gonna introduce me to Toni Storm?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, it's possible. Well, Mariah May, welcome.
What up, y'all? This is your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Light. Let's talk about this. So, RJ City, man. RJ City stood backstage and introduced Mariah May as the newest AEW signing, right? Mariah May has arrived. And I remember, I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had heard that she signed with AEW. And I was very excited about it because I've seen some of her work on the indie scene. And she is just really good, bro. She is really good, bro. She is just really good. Like, if you've seen her, like, in Japan, too. And there's a reason why, like, when you saw this interview, right, with RJ City, you can see why I think the WWE wanted her, too. She was heavily sought after, from what I heard. I'm surprised AEW ended up being the ones to get her. But she is amazing, bro. She is amazing. If you guys want to see her, there's this girl named Zoe Scott, right? In the indie scene. In CZW. Go and watch that match with Mariah May and Zoe Scott. And I don't know why Zoe Scott is not signed to any of the major companies. I'm talking about WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA, MLW, you know what I mean? She is amazing, bro. She needs to get signed. Because she also had, Zoe Scott had like a really good intergender match against Trey Miguel. It was amazing. Trey Miguel from TNA. Go and watch that one too. So, the 2 matches I want y'all to go watch. Look up CZW, Mariah May and Zoe Scott, and then look up Zoe Scott versus Trey Miguel intergender match on the indie scene. The one with Trey Miguel was from 2021, and the CZW one was from 2022. So, like, they was kind of around the same time, like in the winter of that year, right? And yeah, y'all need to go watch those matches, man. Mariah May is the goods. Like, Mariah May is gonna be a star like Toni Storm. She's gonna be a star like Toni Storm, bro. AEW got to steal. And to me, if AEW does things right, like I think AEW is finally headed on the right direction in their women's division for the first time since they had this fucking division. I think they're actually headed in the right direction. They're starting to get everything gathered up now. I think they're booking a lot better too. Sky Blue, Julia Hart, Willow Nightingale, they're all put into a good situation. If they could just get Anna Jay to that point as well, I think they'll be in a good spot. I love the stuff that they've been doing with Chris Statlander, Toni Storm, Hikaru Shida right now. And this is all without Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, by the way. Like, that's the crazy part. This is all without Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Saraya and Ruby Soho as well. So, they got a lot of good things going on right now. And they just need, like I said, they just need to keep it up. That's it. Like, they just got to keep it up. Like, there's not too much that they need to do. They just need to keep it up. They just need to keep it up. But Mariah May, let me get to this segment though. I think I'm spending way too much time lollygagging, man. So, Mariah May is the newest AEW signing. She said it was nice to meet RJ City, and she's happy to be at AEW, right? She noted that she came from Stardom in Japan, right? And said she's a big fan of the city. She said she went to Japan because Toni Storm went to Japan, right? And now she's at AEW because Storm is at AEW. Stalker alert! So RJ City said she could introduce them next week because she said Storm was already out of the building, went to some restaurant or something in town in Portland, right? Because that's where they were at, Portland. May got exited, and it gave him a kiss on the cheek when she said she's going to be able to beat Toni Storm. Bro, I already know what's going to probably happen, bro. And it is perfect. This is perfect for Toni Storm. This is so perfect for Toni Storm. This is, for those of y'all, I don't know how many of y'all are like, or how many of y'all maybe grew up on black and white movies. Like, I grew up in the 90s. So at one point on TV, there was a lot of black and white stuff still on TV, bro, when I was coming up. Like, the black and white stuff didn't really go away until about later in the 90s. But, like, when I was growing up, like, when I was a baby, there was a lot of black and white stuff. And so, like, my parents used to watch it. My grandma used to watch the black and white stuff. And I saw a lot of these black and white movies. There's a movie called All About Eve, bro. And All About Eve is a movie from the 50s. Or 40s or 50s. It was with Bette Davis and Ann Baxter, right? Who played Eve. And it's a classic storyline, right? Very classic storyline, All About Eve, bro. It's a girl who insinuates herself into the Broadway scene and the Broadway stars' circle of theater friends, right? So she kind of gets into that life to be around her, right? And Eve is just this, like, super, like, just crazy stalker girl. She wanted to meet the Broadway star Margot, who was played by Bette Davis, right? And Margot and her friends take Eve under the ring, but only theater critic sees Eve through her evil plan, which is to take Margot's parts and her fiance too. So that's what I think that they're doing here, because remember, everything with Toni Storm is in black and white, right? Everything is in black and white. So they're harping back to that era, right? And what they're doing is Mariah May is basically Eve, bro. She's Eve. And I think she's going to scare Toni. And she's just going to be... It's going to be amazing. Just watch when it plays out. I know what they're doing. Toni, I don't know if it's Tony Khan, but somebody knows about these black and white movies, bro. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's Tony Khan himself or somebody else, but somebody knows about these black and white movies. And they're doing it right now, bro. And I'm glad that they're doing one of the classic stalker films of all time, bro. All About Eve, man. I cannot wait to see how this plays out, man. Mariah May's good too. Like, she's got really good charisma, so she's gonna be able to pull it off. A lot of people were amazed with this backstage promo with RJ City too. And you guys already got a whip of it, bro. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch, man. And my other thing that I want to leave off with is that I wonder if she gets involved in this match with Sheeta and Storm, and maybe causes Toni Storm a shot to win the title. But I think she's gonna meet her, and I think Toni Storm is gonna wave her off like, who are you? Sort of like a Tiffany Stratton type thing. I think she's gonna do that, man. That stuck up stuff. But go on ahead and give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe, man. I think it's going to be really fun, man. But let's talk about Julia Hart versus Red Velvet next. Thank y'all for watching. After Dudes to Light.